How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis and we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is for Barrows Features and Saradomins Light. Barrows is one of the most popular minigames in Old School, and this week they're showing it some love with a couple of new, highly requested features. They've also got a small addition to the God Wars dungeon that will help you see through the pesky darkness of Zamorak's evil. So starting off with the Barrows features. A few new features have been added to Barrows to make your tunnel raiding a bit more enjoyable. In addition to the usual kill count, a checklist now appears that will show you which of the Barrows brothers you've killed. This addition will make keeping track of your Barrows progress an absolute breeze. It's visible when you're outside digging on the mounds too. They've also added a reward interface that will appear when opening the Barrows loot chest. This will allow you to easily see exactly what your reward is. This interface will pop up as you open the chest. For a few seconds after it appears, monsters won't attack you, giving you plenty of time to admire your loot. As soon as you close it or walk away, the items will move to your inventory. Next this week we've also got Saradomins Light. The evil that falls over the Zamorakian area of the God Wars dungeon taunts many of the adventurers that brave the icy battlefield. Only those who have let in the light of Saradomin can see through the darkness it causes. Saradomin's Light is a new, tradable drop from Commander Ziliana that, when consumed, permanently removes the darkness from the Zamorakian section of the God Wars dungeon. If you manage to get your hands on a Saradomin's Light, you'll be able to brighten up your trips to take on Krill forever. And finally this week, we've got other news. Farming shops now stock packs of plant pots, baskets and sacks for your convenience. Players who click out of the dialogue by accident when being offered a Jad Slayer task now have a minute where they can talk to the master and be re-offered this choice. Bill Teach now has a less chatty way of travelling, via a right-click travel option. Leprechauns have improved their magic storing ability, and can now hold up to a whopping 255 buckets. The Drill Demon random event exercises actions are now available as emotes. Next time you are approached by the Sergeant Damien, go and complete his random event to unlock them. Doors in player-owned houses can now only be closed by the host. They can still be opened by everyone, however. Some small changes have been made to a number of items due to problems caused by their model's polygon count. Specifically the Dragon Cane, the upgraded Steam Battle Staff, the upgraded Odium and Malediction Wards, as well as the new Eternal, Pegasian and Primordial Boots. They fixed a typo in the Help Ups dialogue. Ammo is now returned at the duel arena more reliably if you lose the duel. The Buy All Planks button for regular logs now converts all of your logs into planks rather than just one. The Pegasian Boots now have their wings on their female character too. The trade option on Lily in the Warriors Guild now opens the shop interface instantly as it should. The roof of the Anvil building in Varrock no longer turns transparent when in the upstairs of the bank nearby. They've added a game message stating why the Rod of Evander's special attack may not have activated. A missing tile in Apatol was filled in, and the Abyssal Tentacle will no longer lose charges on a free-to-play world. Additionally this week, Mod Krista has returned to her work on the RuneScape 3 team. They would like to say a big thank you to Mod Krista for all the help she provided over the last few months. Later on this week, they'll be answering all of our questions about sailing. Join them for a Reddit AMA and Twitter Q&A at 4 PM British time on Friday. If you've got any questions about sailing, they want to answer them. They'll also be hosting a live sailing Q&A at 6 PM British time on Sunday over on the RuneScape Twitch.tv channel. Make sure to be there to have all of your sailing questions answered live. So this week seems like a nice quality of life update. We've got a couple of things to Barrows and God Wars Dungeon that will just make it a lot easier. And we've also got a load of things from Content Poll 35. I'm surprised to see that Mod Krista is returning to the RuneScape 3 team. I was under the impression that she was going to stay with the Old School RuneScape team for a prolonged period of time, and that Mod Maz was going to be with the Old School RuneScape team for a short amount of time, and then return to the RuneScape 3 team. But either way, thank you for the work that you've done with the team, and hopefully you do well on RuneScape 3. Finally, we do have a lot of sailing things coming up this week, so that's something I can't wait to watch and maybe try and ask some questions about. I think sailing has potential to be very interesting, but it's just got to be handled very carefully. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or in my comments below. If you want to know what's happening in Old School RuneScape this month, please click here for September, the month ahead. And if you want to watch my latest Old School RuneScape video, please click here for using the Grand Exchange for the first time. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.